Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
What is up, the world?
Chilling, chilling. Happy holidays.
Yes,
Whatever you
happy
celebrate,
holidays.
whether it be Christmas, whether it be Hanukkah, whether it be, was it Kwanzaa's not yet, right? That's at
No,
the
I
end
think it's this week though. Oh,
this week.
Festivus.
Oh,
Happy Festivus.
Festivus. Yes, sir. Happy Festus. I remember you, Festus. Now known as Sex Ferguson. I know you are.
Yep, yep.
What it is, Merc?
Not much, man. Been holiday week. Also Spider-Man week. I got to see Spider-Man on Monday. It was amazing. I loved it. Um, Without giving away anything or like trying to spoil it. If anything, if you ever get a chance to watch it or when you do like a verdict, but
Mm-hmm.
it was by far like one of the top MCU movies. Period.
Okay, good stuff.
Very good acting. Very good. A lot of shit happens in this movie that is just like oh shit and things like that. That got me. That movie got me twice. That I almost fucking cried and I was like, damn it.
Okay,
It got
okay.
me in the feels. It was a fantastic movie. I really loved Tom Holland's character. I think he really shines in this movie. I think it's probably one of his best acted in Spider-Man. And yeah, it was a hell of a movie. Definitely check it out. I'm probably going to try to see it another time, sometime soon.
Which way did you see it the first time?
I saw IMAX,
Okay, gotcha.
the IMAX laser shit, whatever it's called. I can see it regularly. Like, I honestly, I don't care for the big visual shit. Unless I only picked it because that was the only one that had a ticket that it was right dead in the middle.
Oh, okay,
So that's the
gotcha,
only reason why I
gotcha.
took it. And then with the A list, the AMC A list thing, you could use it on anything.
Nice, nice.
Um, yes. So yeah, it was a fantastic movie. I really enjoyed it. I recommend everyone to watch it, especially if you're into the MCU stuff. That is a must see. I watched it before Eternals. I still haven't watched Eternals yet, so I'm waiting for December 12th. It'll be on Disney Plus, so I'll
Oh,
watch it
okay.
then. But yeah, I recommend it. Highly recommend watching it. Definitely check that out.
Good
Other
stuff.
updates was NECA trying to steal my money again with more turtles they announced, and I'm just like, the only one I want is Usagi Jimbo, but they have the Neutrarians and they showcased the Toko Razor cartoon versions.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha.
But Usagi's I think is a must. The rest of them I could care less.
Okay, understood.
There you
All right. I know I definitely saw him. I think he looks cool.
go. Yeah.
So, yes, sir. Pick that up when you can. Did they say how far you or how long you have to wait?
Uh, it's the next year. It's sometime late the next year.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. I
Um,
mean, I understand that is a high priority character, but I get it because this is almost every week we have something to say they just came out with. So yeah,
yes.
I get it. I
I
get it.
got a bunch of things in. I forgot to say that. I am looking at them right now. I got the pizza monster, the
Yes, I
yellow
did see
like
the picture. Yeah.
xenophore. I have him. I got Vernon
Now,
and
how big
Racking.
is that? Because you showed
He's
me a
about
picture of a box.
so the I'll say he's like the size of the giant figures. So like the Super Shredder, he's around his
Oh, okay.
size a little, but his head is huge, so a little bigger
Hmm.
than that. I got Vernon and Rat King, and I got some. You remember the robots that used to rope you?
Yes.
There was
Yes.
two of them and a Triceraton, so I have that, and that all came in.
Okay. Cool. Cool
And then
stuff.
I got some Power Ranger figures in. I forgot to mention I have TJ, Space, and uh, Silver Psycho Ranger.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
So yeah, they keep adding and adds on and adds on. These figures I actually pre-ordered like early 2020.
Oh, so now everything is
I just
finally
got them.
starting to come out.
They
Understood.
they were paid for a long time ago, and was like,
Hmm.
hey, guess what? We got 3 coming. I'm like, oh, sweet. A big ass box. Doom was
I saw what
excited.
was that Loki
Doom
was
and
chilling in
Loki.
a
Yep.
box.
They love the boxes. And that's what they get excited for. Um, but yeah, the
What
other
is the science? Does anybody who did the science on that? Why do cats like boxes?
um, they like things that they could claw. Like they like to scratch things. So I can see the feeling of it. It's very scratchable.
Mm-hmm.
They cats like to hide.
This is true
So
all the
they
time.
like things that they could hide in. But I
All
don't
the
know.
time.
I don't know. We might have to do some research. We'll come back. Why do
Who
cats like boxes?
who's the first person to have a box and a cat at the same time? That's what I want to know. Where's the
Probably
man
done
who
that.
invented the cardboard box? Did he have a pet cat or
Probably.
woman or woman?
But yeah, they fight for them. When there's an empty box, they fight for it.
Oh, yeah. Bloodsport. Let's go.
Yep. And now open out. Then I'll have a second one out, and then they both want the second one, and they will forget the first one. So
Of course. Of course.
they just got beef. But yeah, I got those in from NECA. The xenomorph looking pizza creature is pretty dope though. It's pretty big as well. So I'm excited. I'm gonna do some unboxings. I gotta clean this up and set it up to do more of the figure photography shit, and I'll probably open them and showcase it. So definitely stay tuned for that.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, but they look cool. They look really cool.
My thing is, I wonder who, because they look so much like the xenomorph,
Yeah.
right? There's never been any talk about a lawsuit. So I wonder, when did they get the okay? Who said you can use this?
You know, like I going into like a lot of the thing, like going into like old cartoons and how they were able to copy things and stuff like that. A lot of people just take it as a compliment when you copy them. So Turtles was the biggest cartoon at that time, and maybe they asked permission or just made something that looked like a xenomorph, but it was a homage. It paid homage to it and not exactly like the creature. So that's probably why it worked.
They just didn't copyright that head. That's why.
Yeah.
That's the reason you can get away with it. Because the xenomorph head appears in so many other things other than Aliens product
Yeah.
movies and games is ridiculous. You know what I mean? And the fact that it's yellow, I guess, is like, no, see, no, it's yellow. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Does that monster have the little mouth? Or
Yeah.
no?
It has the
It
little
does.
version of him too.
How the hell?
Oh, does it have the mouth inside? No, it
Yeah.
didn't have it like a
Oh,
second mouth
okay.
or anything.
I was about to say, you come on, man. Come
So
on.
like I said, it will have like resemblance of it, but it won't have all the things that the xenomorph has.
Yeah, you just paint it yellow. That's all.
And also it doesn't grow. It grows differently.
And it has eyeballs, right?
Yeah,
Doesn't it have like black eyes?
it has like red eyes.
It has red eyes. Yeah. So it doesn't have the dome for the face.
Yeah, and it was a
So.
meatball and not like, coming out of someone's stomach.
I mean, close enough. You gonna eat that?
Yep. Yep.
I mean, that would have been terrible. Imagine in an M-rated series. Have they ever done that? Have they ever gone down that dark road
of what?
of what if somebody in the Turtles universe ate one of those meatballs?
No, they never did.
There you go.
You have an
Who
idea?
made them? Was it Baxter Stockman?
Huh?
Who made them? Was it Baxter or was it somebody else?
Baxter most likely.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
I'm
at the
just
time
saying.
he was working with Shredder. Yeah, it was Baxter.
I'm just saying. You imagine a real mature, let's call it, storyline in the Turtles universe. What happens when a turtle eats a meatball?
Yep.
Uh-oh.
And
You wanna
turns
see
into a
that?
xenomorph.
Does it come out of the shell? Does it just burst out of the turtle shell? That's too many questions. Too many questions. Disturbing.
Do you hear about the Punishers getting a new logo?
I've seen the picture of one of them,
Yeah.
but I thought it was themed. I didn't know it was permanent. I saw it looked like Punisher wearing like samurai armor,
Yeah.
and it was like killing. He's like the head of like a ninja clan or something now.
Yeah.
So I thought it was based on his look. I did not. So what you're telling me is that it's permanent, and he will be for the foreseeable future, that is his role as
Yeah,
the Clan
because
leader.
people don't understand the meaning of the Punisher symbol to him, and people use it for other stupid shit,
Oh
and that's
yes,
why
I
they kind of get
understand.
rid of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
people in law enforcement and people who follow certain other codes that you or I can't hang out with these people. Let's just put it that way.
Exactly. Nor we want to.
Not because it's not even our fault.
Yeah.
They don't want to hang out with us.
Yeah.
Let's
Exactly.
just put it that way. They want to do bad things. So yeah, I understand. I
Yeah.
understand.
So they kind of want to get rid of it, so they changed the symbol.
I mean, I guess that's okay, but I think the more badass response would just be to sue the pants off of everybody who used it. But
That
I
could have
guess
been
you
more
can't do that.
profitable shit too. And all the money that you give into all the charities that they hate.
I would just love to say that why is it that whenever there's a company that gets sued by a bigger company, it's usually something in the vein of the It Takes Two Rockstar type of deal, when it's like a little company trying to do a little struggling business,
Yeah.
not trying to take your name, and then a big company says, "Hey, stop that."
Yeah.
But when it's racist, they ain't no back. We ain't gonna mess with y'all. We gonna let y'all have this. We gonna let y'all go. We can't sue racism, I guess is what you're trying to
No,
say.
you can't. And it's
apparently,
retarded. You think you should?
apparently not.
Yeah.
Apparently not. So, R.I.P. to the original Punisher logo. Sorry to see it go, I
Yeah.
guess.
They're a cool logo, but people are using it for stupid shit.
Yeah. Yes.
Um.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunately, people are a holes. Probably more a holes in this world than actual cool people.
That's what they want you to think. That's
Yeah.
how they win.
What was I gonna say? There was something else I was gonna bring up. But yeah, that was something that just I scrolled down and was like, okay, cool. Did I mention? Did I talk about the new Marvel Legends shit that they announced? I think
That
we
does
did.
not sound familiar.
Huh?
I said that does not sound familiar. No,
Okay,
go ahead.
so Marvel Legends announced. I think it was on last Friday. They announced a bunch of X-Men figures coming out that look pretty fucking badass. And I'm like, damn, I kind of want them, but then I'm like, no, I don't collect those, so stay away from them. But then I'm like looking at them, and they look very unique. And I always, you know what? I always had a fandom for Havoc.
Okay.
I
Okay.
always liked to have Havoc, and he was
Mm-hmm.
always one of my favorite X-Men, like X Factor and shit like that. And
Mm-hmm.
they have the original costume Havoc with the black costume with the sound effect shit.
Does he have the helmet or does
Yeah,
he have the hair out?
the helmet. I'll show you. I'll tell you. I'll show you right now.
Because I know they retconned that look and tried to bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a version of Havoc with that look in, I think it's X-Men. What was that fighting game for PlayStation?
The X Men.
It had Spider-Man as a secret character, but it
Was it like
also has
Genesis or some
Havoc.
shit?
It's not Mutant Apocalypse. It's not Rise of the Imperfects. That's PlayStation 2.
X Men.
A Mutant Academy 2. That's the one he's in. Yes. So I know what you mean. Okay.
Yeah. So I sent you the picture of it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It looks cool. Looks really cool. And then they introduced I don't even know who this guy is. I don't even know his name. I know Havoc,
Mm-hmm.
but they have this dude that has a tank body. He looks pretty fucking. He looks pretty
Wait, you
bad.
talking about the Reaper?
Yeah.
Not the Reaper. The cyborg with the white mohawk.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the builder figure, right?
Yeah. It looks really dope.
Or that one. Yeah, yeah. That's I believe the character's name is Bonebreaker.
Okay, he looks really dope. I don't know who this alien-looking guy is. I know Maggot. He has the little maggots. He actually looks really detailed. He's
Yeah,
probably one of the
Maggot was
worst
one. He's
mutants.
he was one of the one that surprised me that they even made that figure. That's
Yeah,
cool.
he looks pretty badass too.
I know nothing of him. I just remember when he first came out, he was in a book that I had. That's
Yeah.
about it. Him and the doctor. She was, I think, she was mixed. She was like Afro Latina. She was like a doctor or something like
Hmm.
that. I forgot what her power was. I think it was healing powers,
Yeah.
obviously. But
We got Siren. We got a Sabretooth, more of a
what the
classic
hell?
look Sabretooth.
Can you remind me where's Siren come
So
from? I don't remember.
Siren is she's very similar to Banshee.
But
She has like
where's she from?
to X Men. She was in the X Men. She was part of New Mutants. She was like Deadpool's love interest in the beginning of Deadpool series.
I
She was
man,
like
I don't remember that character.
I think she's Irish girl, redhead. She has the sound power as well. She can fly with it because the sonics of her voice and shit.
Is she related to
I think
the
she
Cassidy family?
I think she is.
Okay.
I'll send you a picture. We got an old school Sabretooth, and we got Vulcan, the third Summers. And then you got the Phoenix, the Fireblade Wolverine.
And what is that? That's him
The
possessed
current
by the
Wolverine,
Phoenix?
he has like he has fire that comes to in his claws.
So does he still not have adamantium now? Or does
I
he
think
have
he does have the
adamantium?
antimanium, and now he could put fire on it,
Okay, gotcha.
which makes him more pain in the ass, I guess.
I mean, I guess it hurts worse when it comes out of his hand too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah. The series looks really cool. They also announced a classic Hulk, which is pretty much like the Captain America and the Iron Man they did for like an anniversary. They kind of redid the Hulk version of that original Marvel Legend figure. And then they
Okay.
announced also Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. They got their first wave. That features most of the movie characters and two surprise ones with that is Sleepwalker.
I don't remember that character.
So you don't. He looked like an alien with a purple hood.
Mm-hmm.
Get powers when he slept.
Was he a strange villain only?
Nah, he was a hero.
He's a hero.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well,
He teamed
I
with
know
Spider Man a
nothing.
lot
Nothing of that
back
man.
in the 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah.
Is this post Maximum Carnage?
Before and after.
Before? Really?
Before,
Okay.
yeah. Like
Okay.
I'll say like 90 when Mark Bagley art, Amazing Spider-Man.
When's that? Like 94?
30s, yeah, 94, 93.
Okay. Okay.
Because Spider-Man used to do a lot of team ups with like a lot of the New York based like
The
Moon
street,
Knight, Dark Hawk.
street level heroes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, some cool stuff. So definitely check out Hasbro Pulse or Big Bad Toys. They have those figures available if you're interested in pre-ordering them. Check those out. That's all I got.
Yes, sir. Same
Anything you
here.
streaming lately?
No, I don't stream.
Anything you're putting up on YouTube?
Probably gonna start in the Tales of the Abyss. Not Abyss. That's a different game. Tales of Arise.
Yeah.
So that'll probably go up soon. I just finished the Mass Effect 3 playthrough.
Yeah.
Like the last episode went up last week. So make sure you check that out. It's a pretty long playthrough, so it's a lot of episodes. That'll hold you over for a good long while if you start from the first one.
Cool.
Again, like I said, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I just unlocked the integrated DLC, so I'm gonna have to play through that to see what it is.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna do a playthrough. So
I'm gonna have to. I realized I didn't buy it. I have the PS5 update. I just gotta buy the DLC now.
okay, yes, that was also to speak of what was new. That was released last week as well. The game came out, I believe the game was the 21st, I think it was. No, it was the 17th. So the game was the PC version was 2 Fridays ago, right? 17th. And then the PS5 version was last week, right? Sometime in the middle of the week. So that's cool. And that's the free upgrade, right?
Yeah.
If you own the original.
Yeah, it was free upgrade. Yeah.
All right, that's good.
Here we go. Scott
Yes, sir.
Steiner's. Had to interrupt one show. He had to. He just had to.
Mr. Breaker in law.
Big, big booty uncle. Oh man. What was the other one? There was something I was gonna talk about. Oh, I got a nice little Christmas gift. I just want to shout out Jackie. She got me like a apron with the Merc with the Mic logo I made.
Nice.
So she got me an
That's
apron
cool.
that has the logo. It's really cool. I thought I'd
Mhm.
just shout that out because it was really nice. Um,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So I haven't played anything. Well, I've been playing Halo Infinity. I have not played the multiplayer. I've been playing the campaign, and I've been really enjoying it. It's very like somewhat open world, which is weird, but I'm getting used to it being the way it is, and I'm enjoying it.
Good.
It's a lot of fun. It looks really good. A lot of fun. I realized Mass Effect, the trilogy is on Game Pass, so the might be an excuse of me playing it again. So I'll see. I might go back to that. And I played Forza Horizon 5, and that game is crazy.
Now 5 is the latest one, or is
That's
that
the
a?
latest one, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And it's really good. There's a lot of games on sale, so check out all the sales that's going on. I think PlayStation Store has like 70% off on stuff.
Yes, sir.
So check that
Yes,
out. You could get like Guardians in the Galaxy for like $30. You could get Far Cry for like $25. So jump on that sheet. The Assassin's Creed of all DLCs like $30. Or Valhalla. The NBA games, the NHL games, and all that stuff is on sale. So definitely check that out on the PlayStation Store. Probably on the Xbox Store too. I haven't really looked at the Xbox Store, just because I have the Game Pass and a lot of games are free, and I refuse to buy a game because I have that Game Pass.
Yes, sir.
I will make it work. Jesus Christ, it's like Spider-Man's gonna save some money today.
I'm just saying, like you said earlier, everybody's playing with their presents now. They found it out. Don't plug them all into the same outlet. Don't do it. Speaking of sales, there's I believe the official winter Steam sale is on. I think it started a few days ago.
Yeah.
So again, like Mark said, sales galore. So on PC, there's tons of deals. Like you said, Guardians is like 35% off, so that's $40.
Probably one of my favorite games this year too.
A lot of people. It has a tag on it, best narrative winner from the Game Awards.
100%. It was well worth it. It was a great game. If you haven't played it, $30, you can't go wrong.
Grand Theft Auto 5 Premium Edition, which means the big boy, is like $14. I should probably buy that, but I bet you it's like 200 gigs. I have to make
which game?
space for that.
Which game?
Grand Theft Auto 5 Premium.
Oh yeah.
So
And it's like 90 gigs, I think.
still a lot. Still a lot.
a lot.
Final Fantasy was like 108, so it's still a lot.
That one's big.
Gotta make room. But
Yeah.
I understand on PC why it's so big, because those are the big boy textures.
Yeah.
They gotta look good. They got rid of the really, really bad texture in Final Fantasy. They didn't replace it with a way better one, because the funny thing is you can still tell it's a picture.
Yeah.
There's still some areas where you're like, that's a JPEG back there. How dare you? But they got the high res one.
Yeah.
No longer is it a 720p JPEG in the background. It's like maybe a 1440p. You look at it on a 4K TV, it looks alright.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I remember playing my first round with Final Fantasy 7 on my 4K TV, and that game was beautiful.
Yeah, just don't look in the background too close.
Yeah.
You might see something you don't want to see. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, it is a ton of stuff. There's things I should be looking at, because it's brand new to PC, which is Horizon is now the complete edition for PC is 50% off, so that's $25.
Yeah.
And that looks ridiculous. Can't wait for the next one.
Yeah.
Nier, like both versions are on sale.
Yeah.
So Automata is 20, and then the other one I think is 25. Like both versions of Doom are on sale, right? Doom Eternal.
Doom
is
Eternal was fun.
15. The other previous Doom, I think, is like 10.
Cool.
So Assassin's Creed, ridiculously cheap, like you said before. Odyssey is 15. Origins and all the other ones are even cheaper than that. I don't know, man. I can't. I have Assassin's Creed burnout though. I can't.
I will
I
say
played too many.
I will say the last three were good, and they go more into a RPG style element, like more like a Mass Effect, more like a um, what's that game? Like a Skyrim-ish or Witcher kind of style.
Not quite like a dragon though, right? Which is also on sale. Actually,
Not like a dragon.
the entire Yakuza franchise is on sale too.
He always on sale.
From the first one to the last one. From zero, excuse me. You don't start at one. Start at zero.
You know what? I was excited because I was actually gonna buy a second controller just so I could take a controller to work with me to play Yakuza on my phone through the Xbox Cloud, and now they're taking it out, and I'm like, God damn it! I was gonna play Yakuza.
Got you.
I think I still could play Like a Dragon, but the other ones, Zero. I was gonna play Zero on my phone. I was like, fuck. I was gonna take my controller and play Zero.
Got you.
I was excited, and they ruined it.
Why wouldn't you?
They ruined
Do
it.
it. Do it.
They ruined it. Yeah. There's a lot of deals. Check all those deals out because who does?
Have they done figure deals? Where are the figure deals? Also, I mean, shouts to Ringside, right?
Oh,
Because I
GameStop.
saw that they had hella deals on their figures.
GameStop got I think 30% off on all figures.
Okay.
And I'm looking at this Magneto now. That's 35%. It's like $16.91 right now. The Age of Apocalypse Magneto.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I actually saw that they do have deals on the toys because I did pick up. Shout outs to Tenacious T. I bought him the comedian Joker.
Okay.
For the three Jokers, so I got him that for Christmas.
Got you.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a bunch of things on sale on the GameStop. They have all the Far Cry 6 on sale. They have buy two get one free, pre-owned games. They got all the deals if you go into the store. Yeah, GameStop. Just don't renew your power up because you don't need that. It's full of shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And don't do the game insurance either. That's just bullshit as well. Unless you have a kid that fucking breaks this, that's the only time they're worth it. Other than that, don't do that. There's extra $3 for nothing.
See,
Unless you're cool with the people.
yeah, I was about to say there was a time where I should have taken advantage of that
Yeah.
because the guy was like, you don't even have to. Let's just say this was a long time ago. The guy was just like, "Hey, man, you don't even really have to bring anything. You just say say you broke the game. We cool. I'll just give you another one."
Yeah.
I was just like, "Nah, don't worry about it."
Yeah.
I should have did it.
Should
Should have did it, man.
have. That company don't care about you.
I would have had 2 copies of King of Fighters. I think it was like 11. I don't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
But it was a while ago. So I see there's some tiny. I'm mad. Big Bad Toy Store need to go on sale because I see they have a small sale. They have Goliath. He's like $3, $4 off, something like that.
Oh, I saw some in Forbidden Planet. Well, they're like $30.
Oh, okay. That's still cheaper than that.
Yeah.
You can still buy it from. I believe they have a online store as well. I know Midtown does.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they Life is dope though. I have it. It's a really dope figure. I think it got like an award for best figure this year.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Who does the? Do you know the names of the companies?
It was like one of the people. I think it was Toy Galaxy. They made that. That was their #1 toy this year.
Okay, cool.
And it's well worth it. Like that figure is pretty badass. I just don't like the fact that they didn't do the other characters. They just did the other Goliath. That's just a different coat of color.
I guess I think their original thinking was probably they did him to see how popular it was.
Yeah, and he sold out. He sold really well, so they had doing some others. So that's coming back. I need to out those. If not, I gotta buy the old one. So let me know.
I know.
Xanatos. I finished Gargoyles.
From how many seasons to how many now?
So it's 3 seasons. Well, they have
Okay.
it booked in 3 seasons. So the first season's like short, second season's long, third season's short. That third season could go in the garbage. Straight up.
Really?
That third season
Okay.
was terrible.
That's unfortunate to hear.
The I don't know what they were looking. So the third season was pretty much the Goliath Chronicles. That's what it was called, and it was they changed the art, they changed the narrative and everything like that, and it just wasn't a good show at all. The third season, it's like watching right now. I gotta watch Mystic Force. Shout outs to our the Morphin Cast. I gotta watch Mystic Force. I hate Mystic Force. It's like watching that. But it was just really bad. Like I couldn't get into any of the stories. I couldn't get into any of the characters. At least the second season, as big as it was, they had some core storylines within that big ass season. So there was not every episode was good, but they had some of the core storylines that actually kept you into it. And they did that, like they'll do like a 3-parter after every 5 episodes there was like a 3-parter episode kind of thing. So season 2 was good. I see 1 was the one that captured everything for what Gargoyles should be. And if they ever do anything or a new project of anything, they should just base everything off that first season.
Okay.
I wouldn't do the second season just because the second season was just too much shit. And it went really back and forth, and there was not a consistency with the villains. So I was a little disappointed with that. So I finished Gargoyles. I liked it. The first season was masterpiece, 100% masterpiece. Second season I had a lot of ups and downs, and that third season was basura. Straight
Unfortunate.
basura.
Unfortunate.
I might try to watch Darkwing Duck next.
Now, how many seasons did Darkwing have?
I think 4.
4. Okay.
But it's crazy how they do their seasons because you gotta realize you also gotta think about how they used to show the cartoons. So when Disney used to Gargoyles, right? It was 3 seasons, but you gotta realize that Gargoyles being like second season being that so long is the reason why is the fact that Disney Afternoon was every day, so they had new episodes every day for like a couple months. So that's the reason why it was like 54 episodes or something like that.
You just reminded me. Somebody, I guess they saw a YouTube video that showed up. They were reminded of the He-Man that we didn't really get too much of.
Yeah.
That was the 1990 series.
Yes.
It was the New Adventures of He-Man.
Oh, that was basura too.
So here's the thing about that show was that when you look up the Wikipedia to see how many episodes there were, that show literally ran, they said, from September to December of the same year, right?
Yeah.
It has 65 episodes.
Yeah. So again, like,
so that's to your point. That's what they used to do. Also, they mentioned that a new toy line debuted with the show.
Yeah.
So, thus fulfilling its purpose, this show only exists to sell toys.
Yeah, 100%. But also, like, I'll say that with Ninja Turtles as well. Like season 3 and season 4 of Ninja Turtles, there were like 50-something episodes. So those were showing every day. When it was on channel 11, it showed every day. They had new episodes every day. When it went to CBS, and then they cut down the episodes because they showed every Saturday.
Makes sense, right?
So that was a big change in it like that. So like watching a lot of these cartoons, I never realized how many episodes there were until when you actually see the season, you're like, holy shit! Why is there 58 episodes this season? And then you realize what it is, and then you realize also how many times they repeat kind of the same story within the seasons as well.
Oh, that sucks.
Like every episode that deals with the aliens, almost the same episode of Ninja Turtles.
Oh wow!
And they still surprised there's aliens, and I was like, dude, you fight an alien every fucking day. How are you surprised that you're still fighting aliens?
You're right. You're right.
Turtles is the brink of my existence right now. Because we're on season 7 right now for the podcast. We'll be recording sometime next month. So we're doing season 7 of Turtles, and we're doing Mr. Force for Morphin Cast. We're doing Clone Wars for Not a Trekkie, and we're doing Gamer Rage. We're doing we haven't decided the topic for Gamer Rage, but anyway. So watching all these things and in general, like Power Rangers as well. Power Rangers, if you remember, usually they put them in seasons, but there's a lot of like when Mighty Morphin Power Rangers started, there was like episodes every day. So that's the reason why Mighty Morphin is such a big big 3 seasons. But when they started going to the different versions of the Power Rangers, like Zeo and things like that, they're all 2 seasons, but their seasons were combined within the year. So they showed half from beginning of the year and half the end of the year.
Gotcha.
And that's how they did it. So like the cartoons were different because it was a little cheaper to make multiple shows. So like again, like if you go to Ninja Turtles, season 1 was like 6 episodes. Season 2 was 17 episodes. Season 3 was 58 episodes.
Yeah, that's when they can milk it.
That's when he's like, hey, yeah, the money's coming. Oh, we gotta milk these shits. So you're gonna start seeing that a lot with the Disney ones too, because the Disney afternoon was an everyday thing. It showed it Monday through Friday, but then I think Gargoyles started just showing on Fridays. That I remember. So before. On Disney Afternoon, they used to show the same shows every day. I think when the Gargoyle was coming on, it showed new episodes every Friday, and that was how they did it. And yeah, that third season was basura, like straight up garbage. I honestly, I will say if I was a kid watching that, I would hate the series just because of that season.
Damn, wow,
that's how bad it was. Like it was really bad. And that first season was a masterpiece. So it was like, God damn, y'all just fucking gave up. It's like even the X-Men cartoon. That last season was really bad.
I'm trying to remember which episodes were in the last season. Because if the episode with Morpheus in the last season, then it wasn't that bad. Yeah. If you remember the one when he came back.
Yeah, Morph came back.
And when they fought Master Mold.
Yeah, and they changed the art. They changed the art as well.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah, the art changed as well.
Probably to a cheaper studio.
Yeah.
This always makes sense.
Yep.
It makes business sense.
Yeah. Doesn't make sense for the kids seeing trash cartoons.
So.
Yeah.
All right. That might be something I have to look into. I have to go back and watch the first X-Men.
I thought about it. It might be something I do when I have a little time.
Because I know after watching it, maybe when Netflix first came out, and got really big, like before they got rid of the discs, I'll put it to that era, right?
Yeah.
That's when I went back and watched X-Men Evolution, and I stand by it that X-Men Evolution is a better cartoon than the original.
I think I will agree to that.
I still say it has the best depiction of Apocalypse. It did not decrease in quality over the seasons. It got better story-wise, I think, over the seasons. And again, just the voice cast is really good.
Yeah.
Like one of the best rogues that had the badass doing Wolverine's voice, that had good Professor X, that wasn't just every 5 seconds.
So
yeah. I had a lot of things like Magneto being a constant threat.
Yeah,
the Brotherhood there. Yeah, it was just very, very good.
So Darkwing Duck. Sorry to cut you off, but Darkwing Duck. So on DVD, I think it got split into 4 seasons. On Disney Plus, it's 2 seasons, and the first season is 78 episodes
of Darkwing Duck.
Yes, first season. Mm-hmm. Second season is 13 episodes.
Oh, damn. Damn. What a drop off.
That is crazy. So, like I was saying with Gargoyles, like their first season was 13 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Their second season was like 58 episodes.
Damn.
and then it goes and then it drops again to like 13, I think. Let's see, season 3. The Chronicles of Goliath, and they changed the artwork and everything. It was
How
dude.
good were those? No, no. Aside from Gargoyles, right? How good were those cartoons about keeping a cohesive story in those long
Um,
ass chains of episodes? Do you remember? Did any of them have stories, or was it literally just a bunch of two-parters and one-offs, or did they ever try to do a
so
long-term
from
story?
what I know from Darkwing Duck, they may have had like one. They may have like a couple part episodes, but the rest were like the rest of them were all like one off episodes.
Okay. Okay.
So like I'm looking at Darkwing Duck now, I'll see like there are maybe 3 or 4 three parters.
Oh, okay. All
And then the
right.
rest are
Three-parters.
like just
That's
one off
different.
episodes, yeah.
Three-parters different. All right.
So
You tell a decent story.
yeah.
Okay.
But you know what? I feel like back in the day it wasn't really like the storylines weren't really the selling point for kids. It was more for them to buy toys, and I think that's what changed during the generation. I would say we probably had like the better animation and things like that back in the day, but I think story consistency, and things like that were more for the newer cartoons.
Well, I would say Disney Afternoon probably not, because the thing about them was they didn't have a strong toy line. They had, right?
They had toys,
There
they
were,
they were
they
ever strong.
existed. Their toy lines were not like the strong points of. If you think of
Anything.
what do you remember more of
The,
the Disney Afternoon? For me, it is 100% the shows and the intros. It is not the toys.
no, the only toys that I have like a fond memory of are the Mighty Ducks.
Wow. Yeah, I
That was
do
the only
remember.
toy. I think that was the only toys I ever bought off of the Disney Afternoon.
And so, like, that's why I think maybe not the storytelling,
Yeah,
but maybe the writing for those shows was probably way better than we probably gave it credit
yeah,
for the
because
Disney
like
Afternoon shows. I'm not going to stand out and stand up for anything that wasn't in that block, that original block, right?
yeah, I
So
know your issues with bonkers,
yeah, no, mm-mm,
but
mm-mm.
like Darkwing Duck was a solid show. I used to like Mighty. I actually like Mighty Ducks. I actually thought that cartoon was cool.
I never got to watch it just because that was a weekend show and you had to make a choice.
I liked it. The Quack Pack.
Okay, I remember Quackback. Yeah,
I liked the Goof Troop.
I watched Goof Troop second run, so not in the original run. I didn't. Again, that was probably another show where I had to make a choice.
Yeah. I wasn't crazy about Dark DuckTales. Like I liked things in DuckTales, but it was not my go-to.
I I liked DuckTales, but I guess it was just that I liked more the main the core group of the show.
Yeah.
So Huey, Dewey, and Louie, I actually liked.
Yeah.
Scrooge, everybody likes Scrooge.
Yeah.
Gizmo Duck, everybody likes Gizmo Duck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, but I don't remember stuff like Bonkers, the extension to the Disney Afternoon. I don't remember that. It's
Yeah.
almost like it stops for me after Darkwing Duck because
Yeah.
there's Tailspin, right?
That's it. Tailspin. But
There's
Tailspin also
there's
wasn't. Tailspin was okay. Like it had some good shows, but it had some good episodes and it had a decent like run, but it wasn't my favorite.
but the thing I remember most about that one was that the dialogue for Tailspin was good
Yeah.
because Baloo and Kid and what was the lady's name? Was her name Diana?
Diana. Yeah.
Like if you go back and watch some of that stuff, it's just like it really is smartly written. The way they had like, because this tension between them. You could tell what type of character Baloo was. Like
Yeah.
again, there's things you got in those cartoons to characterize certain characters, the certain I guess just I don't want to just keep saying characters,
Yeah.
but you got a sense for what Baloo was about, right?
Yeah.
So you just know Baloo. You got a sense of what Scrooge McDuck was about. You got a sense of what Darkwing Duck, Launchpad, and what's the little girl's name? Gwendolyn?
Yeah. Gremlin.
Like, again, they did a good job on those shows, particularly of letting you know what they're about.
Yeah.
And I think that's like the strength of the shows was the core characters in those shows. Like I think they made sure to do them really good. Maybe that was like the Disney backbone. It was like, yeah,
Yeah.
we know how to make stars of a show, right?
Yeah.
And maybe the show may not be the most cohesive. Maybe one day you'll come back and he's fighting the goo monster for some reason. I don't know. But at least you'll watch the show and be like, oh, that was pretty funny. Or
So
I like this character.
I have something to see if we want to do. Maybe after we done with our 2 decades of comic book movies, comic book superhero movies, we do the first 10 episodes of each Disney afternoon show.
From the original one, though.
I think all of them.
No, I don't mean the original show. I mean the original block.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to sit here and make me watch Bonkers.
I kind of want to.
God, jeez. I don't want to. All right. If I
So,
get,
you know what?
You can find, if you can find somewhere that, I mean, if it's just on Disney Plus, but do they acknowledge Bonkers?
I think Bonkers is on there, yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, you know what I'll do is I'll make a list of the shows, and I guess we'll pick maybe 5 out of out of all the shows.
Okay.
Because then we could go into 10 episodes and not have to do like 10 episodes every week. So most likely it would be it would be Gargoyles. Like you probably go through the first. Actually, you could go through the first season of Gargoyles, but like to go through the first season of Darkwing Duck, that's like 78 episodes. I ain't doing that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. No, that's true.
Yeah, that's a lot of episodes. That one you have to do in parts. But we'll see. But I think that should be something we do next for after the
that's not bad.
The Disney afternoon, and the fact that it is easy accessible because most of it is on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
So,
makes sense.
Yes. So that's an idea. We'll put it out there.
Yes, sir.
Because Darkwing Duck would be cool. I wouldn't mind watching the first 10 of DuckTales. I don't know about Gumby Bears. I don't know if I want to see that. I like the theme song. I think that's the extension of what I like about it.
True enough.
I love Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Yes, sir.
And that has a dope theme song. I would like to see Mighty Ducks.
I don't remember.
And that's and again, that'll be the one that you'd never seen was Mighty Ducks.
Mm-hmm. Did it have Emilio Estevez in this?
No, it was action cartoon.
Gotcha.
They fought crime and played hockey.
Oh, they fought crime. All right. Well.
It wasn't a kids like cartoon wise. No, it was a bunch of ducks that played hockey.
This sounds so interesting because the movie was before the cartoon.
Yeah.
And it was human beings.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right.
But yeah, we'll see what we do. We'll probably like correct it up and maybe just not see what other cartoons there are there. Even if it's not just only Disney Afternoon, we could probably do some other ones and just like.
Well, then we should definitely try to see how the X-Men cartoons hold up. Then.
Yeah. Okay.
And besides that, I guess Spider-Man.
Yeah. I had issues with Spider-Man. I loved Spider-Man, but I had my issues with Spider-Man.
You mean the Channel 5 one?
Yeah.
I had issues with it past a certain season.
Yeah, I hated the whole clone shit with Mary Jane.
Yeah, that was just too long. Oh my god, that dragged on for so long.
I really hated that shit, and I hated the overacting with the black suit.
Oh, I love that. No. That's my favorite part. No.
No, he did shit
That's my favorite part. You shocker! Yes. Yep. That's my favorite part.
Shocker!
And my favorite part was this. I don't know if you remember, Mark. There was the cartoon. I guess it was like the in between episodes, right?
Yeah.
They would do a promotion, and there was a commercial for Spider-Man, and there was one part where they had the from one, I think it was in the Clone Saga, and Spider-Man was having like his notorious bad day, and his mask fell off and floated down to the street, and then they had this guy pick it up and put it on, and he goes, "Yo, dude, check it out. I'm Spider-Man." And that is burned into my brain of just this random pedestrian putting the mask on. It just says that.
Hey, look, I'm Spider-Man.
That's oh my god,
That's
it's
like,
so dumb.
all right. Anything else?
Maybe we might have to watch Dragon Ball Z. Just
God, that would be
only
torturous to me.
only Dragon Ball Z. Only Dragon Ball
I
Z.
never got into Dragon Ball Z.
Cause it is kind of a blur at this point.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say we can't. No, we can't watch the Japanese one. We have to watch the English dub.
Yeah.
Because the Japanese one is better. It just is. I saw it in Spanish and it is better. So,
Yeah, I never got into Dragon Ball Z. I never had an interest in it. I like Dragon Ball. I went through the whole series of Dragon Ball because I thought it was hilarious.
it is fun.
But I never got into Dragon Ball Z. I think it's the fact that like, every time I watched it, they were in the middle of a fight, and then they go to the next episode, and they're still in the middle of the fight. And
Somebody's screaming. Somebody's screaming for an entire episode.
So yeah, I lost interest fast in Dragon Ball Z. But we'll see. We'll set this list up and see what we do.
Why is this man with blonde hair so angry? Why?
Always. So, let's get into this movie.
Yes, sir.
Our 2 decades of superhero movies, superhero comic book movies, dating from 1978 to 2000. Our next movie is Here Come the Man in Black.
Funny thing, you don't hear that till the end of the movie.
I know. I was mad that it just only appeared then. But I loved the music.
No time. At no point do you hear the Will Smith song until the movie is over. I was like, what? Wow, that's crazy. Okay.
But I actually like this song. I liked it.
It's good.
Yep. I like the music.
That was like
video.
the summer of this. Yeah, I guess it was the summer of Will Smith back then when he started.
He did Miami.
I remember that. Yes.
And get jiggy with it.
Big Willie style was the name
Big
of that.
Willie style. There you go.
Remember TRL? I do.
Yep. So yeah, we are doing Men in Black, the first Men in Black movie. Release date was July 2nd, 1997. Sony Pictures. It's an hour and 38 minutes. And we go to our stars. So it's directed by Barry Sonnenfeld.
I'm not familiar with his name, but I'm pretty sure if you look at his IMDb, he's done some good stuff.
He was a producer on Wild Wild West. He directed Men in Black 3. He directed Emma Family Values.
Hey, he directed The Tick,
the TV series.
Wow,
not the Prime TV series.
No, but the original one. I still heard the original one was good. It was short.
It was doo-doo.
The TV series?
I didn't like the original one. The one with the dude that played Putty in Seinfeld. I didn't care.
Patrick Warburton? Really?
I didn't care for that one.
Brock Sampson? Really?
Nah.
Are you kidding?
Then again, I don't remember it that much, so I can't really have full anger towards it. He also directed Get Shorty, Addams Family 1, and Addams Family Values.
Really?
Yes.
All right. So this guy, he's a baller. He's a primetime player.
And produced Wild Wild West. And directed. Produced and
he
directed
did both
Wild
Ticks. Oh, yep. Damn. I didn't even realize that. Okay.
Yep. So that's our director. And then we got our actors. We got Tommy Lee Jones as K, Will Smith as J, Linda Florentino as Laurel. We have Vincent D'Onofrio as Edgar. We have Rip Thorne as Zed. We have Tony Shalhoub as Jeeves. Shabona? Tom Hogan?
C. Hogan. C. Hogan Fallon Hogan as Beatrice.
Yes. And your boy, John Grimes, the van driver. That's the stunt dude, right?
No. He's a different guy.
Oh, it's a different guy. I thought that was him.
No, he's further down.
Oh, he's further down.
It's not man galore.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
I see you got Richard Hamilton as D.
Yep.
The other agent for the beginning of the movie. It's funny they have the guy listed as Mikey, the guy who played the alien.
Yeah.
The first alien you see, that guy.
What was this one? Carly Strucken, and that was the dude that played the big, tall alien. He was also Lurch in our Adam's Family.
Oh, really?
You know
That's
him as
cool.
Lurch. Like honestly, you see his face, you know Lurch.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Um. Anyone else we should mention?
I'm trying to see if there's anybody else before I talk about the stunt guy. No, I don't. No, no. But I just want to shout out because I looked at him. I initially thought it was the guy that played Darth Maul,
Yeah.
but his character's name is Perp. He's basically the first alien you see Will Smith chasing down, the one
Okay.
who climbs up the side of the Guggenheim and then just drops himself off when he knows that he's caught. He can't escape this athletic black cop. Um, and his name is Keith Campbell. Now he's not really known for his acting,
Yep.
but when I looked at what he's accomplished in his stuntman career is ridiculous, and it goes all the way back to like 1990. His let's see, the first one he was in Adam's Family. That I think actually the first one we would know, Suburban Commando. He
Yeah.
was he was stunts in Suburban Commando. He did Critters 3, Adam's Family, Hook. Wow, okay. Batman Returns. He was the stunt double for Michael Keaton. Um, he was in Sneakers. Wow. He was in Sidekicks. So that means he was the movie with Van Damme and did his Robin. Really? Is that what that
No,
was?
Sidekicks
No, no.
was
Oh no, no. That's the Chuck Norris
Chuck
karate movie.
Norris
My
and
bad.
the kid
Even
from
funnier.
Sequest.
Even funnier. Um,
Amazing Spider-Man.
he was in Toys as Robin Williams stunt double.
Hmm.
I don't know if you remember Toys.
I remember
He was in
Toys.
Three Ninjas, Knuckle Up. He was in The Sandlot. Let's see. He was in Hot Shots Part 2. I made a reference to that earlier. Part 2. He was in
VIP.
The Last Action Hero. Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. True Romance. Demolition Man. He was in. Oh wow, he was in another Liam Neeson movie. Damn. Oh wow. Okay. On Deadly Ground, which I believe is that is a Steven Seagal movie. He was in Forrest Gump. He was in Terminal Velocity, Stargate. Let's see what else we got. Batman Forever. He was, dude, and I'm skipping movies too.
Yeah.
But I'm just getting the name stuff. He's in Barbed Wire, Mission Impossible, with He's Tom Cruise's uncredited stunt double. Crazy.
Minority Report too.
Spy Hard. Jerry Maguire, which I said, what stunt was he doing? I don't remember that.
I don't know. They maybe playing football.
Maybe. He was in Batman and Robin, which means he was in 3 out of the 4 Batman movies.
Oh God.
And he was Batman stunt double in all the movies. So that means every time we saw Batman fighting, it was him. I believe it was him. He was in Face Off. It's crazy. He was in Air Force One, the Harrison Ford movie, I believe. Yes. Deep Impact. He was in The Patriot. That's crazy. He was in Blade. Inspector Gadget. Weren't we supposed to watch that?
Yeah, it's coming up.
It's coming out. So Mission Impossible 2, Pearl Harbor, Vanilla Sky as Tom Cruise's stunt double again, which I think is funny.
The original Spider-Man too. The first Spider-Man.
The original Spider-Man, yes.
Amazing
He's
Spider-Man.
in Minority Report, Austin Powers, Gold Member, The Ring, apparently. Malibu's Most Wanted. Jesus Christ.
So this guy has a lot of stunt history.
Pirates of the Caribbean 2 and 3, Spider-Man 2. He's in Spider-Man 3. He's in Amazing Spider-Man. Like, he's the carjacker or the car thief in Amazing Spider-Man, which technically I believe, like we said, isn't that in Amazing Spider-Man? Isn't that the same guy that kills Uncle Ben?
No, I think it's different.
It's a different guy. Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure. But like, this dude is in a ton of stuff, and he's in one of my favorite Marvel movies, Captain America: The First Avenger. So, good stuff. Yeah, damn. Put some respect on Keith Campbell's name. I'm just saying.
Yep.
So
So yeah, let's get into Men in Black.
yes, sir.
Um, I enjoyed it. I haven't watched this movie in a while, and it still laughs. It still made me laugh, and still had the nice comedic timing with it. I liked the chemistry between Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith's characters. I just I forgot how fun this movie was.
Yeah. I oh shit. I hope Dan Housen beats Cody. He's making fun of him now. I shout outs to Dan Housen. I see you.
Hello, Daniels.
Um, I think the movie is a lot better than I remember, at least for how good the pacing is. Right.
Yeah,
Also, it's not that long. It's an hour 30 something.
yeah,
So it doesn't overstay its welcome. I think it's good at giving you everything you need to know about the Men in Black.
yeah,
Right. Like they give you the due diligence of showing you the headquarters, they're telling you what they stand for. They show you the recruitment process because this movie is basically the origin story for Jay, Will Smith's character, right?
yeah,
How does he become an agent in the Men in Black?
yeah,
You see it. Uh, I did not know Vincent D'Onofrio was the main bad guy, right? That surprised the hell out of me. I learned that today. Um, and he's pretty good. Like he's really, I gotta say, he's like one of the best characters in the movie.
yeah,
Edgar, the man possessed by the roach alien, the husk possessed by the roach alien. I I I like the bit players. So like I like Tony Shalhoub as Jeeves. I like again D'Onofrio. I guess you kind of I kind of like even Rip Torn as Zed, like
yeah,
being a director. He had a certain way about him, even though he wasn't like he didn't have that many lines for being like the head boss, right?
yeah, yeah,
So, but like one of the best scenes with him in it, he doesn't really say anything. Is when Will Smith is like playing with that. I don't know what it is, like a bouncing. He thinks it's
yeah,
a bouncing ball, and it flies throughout the office,
yeah,
and it just destroys everything. And then it goes into Zed's office, and he just like nods his head to the side, like
yeah,
I've seen this before. How many times have I been through this? A lot. And so like just little things like that I like, and that also adds to the timing.
yeah,
Like the number one thing this movie has is comedic timing.
yeah,
The part where Will Smith has to deliver the baby, and he doesn't know it's the alien baby, and the tentacle comes out, and this guy has him throwing him all over the place, and through the car, in one side, out the other, on top of the car, like it's crazy. Uh, when he gets the noisy cricket,
yeah,
and he's like, "Why'd you give me this? I feel like I'm gonna break it." And then the first thing he does is like slam himself against the wall when he shoots it. Like it establishes so many little things that turn into like little callbacks to a moment or something like that.
yeah,
Is like even the female lead, Laurel, played by
yeah,
Linda Fiorentino. Like even she's like a really good actress because she plays well off of Will Smith.
yeah,
Like in that movie. And then I guess you have like Tommy Lee Jones to wrap it all together to be the straight man to
yeah.
everybody's like, I can't believe this is happening. What is going on? And then he just shows up and it's like, say cheese.
Yeah, I like the mind wipe thing and how they just kept. You're gonna give them cancer.
And you're like, yeah, well, have you ever checked the long-term effects of this stuff? Like, again, the reason I like Will Smith in this movie is that he brings not just the charm, but he surprisingly,
Yeah,
through his comedy, he's kind of grounding the movie
yeah,
because he's like the normal person in this ridiculous circumstance,
I
right?
did like the. I think one of my favorite scenes in this movie is the whole recruiting scene, like when he first comes in and they give him the test, and he's like everyone's trying to like curl up to do the test, and he fucking drags the desk to him to fucking do the test, and then when they do the gun training and shit, everyone's shooting everything, everyone's going, and he shoots one thing, and it ended up being little Susie with quantum physics books and shit like that, and he was like, oh, see, that guy was trying to work out, that one's trying to do this, trying to do that. I don't trust a little white girl in the ghetto with quantum physics books.
Yeah, she's like, what is she, 8 years old?
Yeah,
That's too advanced for her. If anything, she's trying to cause some problems. So
yeah,
watch out.
I actually really like that scene. That's actually one of my favorite scenes in the movie, and I actually liked that whole like the recruiting process and how they did everything, and then they might wiped all the other people, the best of the best, GI Joe dudes and shit. But
Hmm. I still want one of those chairs, like the little egg
yeah,
chairs they sit in.
yeah,
I think that is it. It might not be a direct reference, but isn't that like a? Uh-oh, Scott Stein doesn't like that. Isn't that like a nod to like some older movie like 2001 or something like that? I'm not sure.
probably. I'm not too sure.
But anyway, like there's just a ton of positives to this movie.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then, you know what's interesting is that as much as this movie is remembered for the song, the movie does not have like the greatest soundtrack. And that's not to say it has a bad one,
yeah,
but when you think about Men in Black, you think about that song.
yeah.
And it's like, wow, the movie really did not play too much on music. So that's interesting. It's just an interesting thing going back and looking at that. So
Yep. So where you gonna grade this?
I'm gonna give it a 4.5. A very good movie.
So
Holds up.
your 4.5s include Blank Man, Dark Man, and Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight.
I'm gonna have to put it at the top.
At the top, so right over Blank Man
Mm-hmm.
and Black.
You can talk about Frank the dog,
Yeah,
Frank the pug,
he was
and the
funny.
worm guys, the
I love
French
the worm
worm smoking cigarettes and serving coffee. Come on, man. Come
They're
on.
hilarious. I also gave it a 4.5, and I top it over Blank Man as well. So it's my number 8, and it made your number 8 as well.
Nice.
So as of now, mine is number 1 is Turtles, number 2 is RoboCop, number 3 is The Mask, number 4 is Batman, number 5 is RoboCop 2, number 6 is The Crow, number 7 is Superman 2, number 8 is Men in Black, number 9 is Blank Man, number 10 is Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. And yours is RoboCop 1, Turtles 2, RoboCop 2 is 3, Batman 4, Toxic Avengers 5, Superman 2 is 6, The Mask is 7, Men in Black is 8, Blank Man is 9, Dark Man is 10. Our next movie, and the superhero comic book movie of 2 decades, is Orgasmo.
Nice. Can't wait. Shout out to Joey Diaz. Savage.
So we have Orgasmo next. We got Star Kid. We have Spawn right after that. We have Star Kid, and then Steel. I think is gonna wrap up January.
Oh boy, Steel.
Oh God, I'm not looking for that.
Are you ready for Steel?
No, I'm not. No, I am not. So those are our next movies coming up. So stay tuned for our next guest, but I swear. I guess we wrap it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the I Guess Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone 8. That is Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. That is YouTube, SoundCloud, and Spotify. And we got a WordPress. So check it out. Where you at, Merc?
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, all Merc with the mic. Follow me also our other cast. We have the weekly It Gets Better I Swear and the Wrestling Babbles, and we also got the Morphin Cast. It gets Shell Shock, the Not a Trekkie, and the Game Rage podcast, all monthly cast. So check those out. We do have new episodes of the Morphin Cast and Turtles, so definitely check those out. And always remember, follow the Jinkies.
He's hungry.
Oh, and also follow the conversation on the Facebook pages, the Red Cycle Inc. and the Wrestling Battle Facebook pages. We are very active on there.